Aspira Women's Health is dedicated to transforming women's health, starting with ovarian cancer. With me is the CEO, Nicole Sandford, to talk about the company, and timing is right because it's Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month and Day and all of that. So just tell me about the company and what are you doing in particular with assessing women's health?
Sure. Well, I would first want to say thank you for letting me be here today, especially. It's World Ovarian Cancer Day. All around the world, companies like us and women's awareness programs are helping women to understand the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer. So we're really proud to be a part of that. So thank you so much for the chance to be here. As you said, our mission is to transform women's health, gynecological health, which is, I think we're the only company that I know of that's focused exclusively on gynecologic health, which has been underinvested in for many, many years.
Okay, and then tell me about some of the tools that you use for gynecological health.
Sure.
And how that's being effective for healthcare.
Sure. Well, we started with ovarian cancer primarily because the outcomes are so devastating right now. Okay. It's a really difficult cancer to diagnose. Most of the tools that you would typically rely on, things like imaging, blood tests, tissue sampling, none of those are available for ovarian cancer for a myriad of reasons. So as a result, we typically find ovarian cancer in stage 3 or stage 4. When the survival rate is very low. I think more than 70% of women who are diagnosed in stage 3 and stage 4 end up passing away from the disease. So the most important thing we need to do is we need to get better at finding it sooner. And there's sort of a lesser known impact of not having good diagnostic tools, which is not only do we find ovarian cancer later, we also see women having healthy ovaries removed out of fear because they don't trust that their doctor will be able to identify when they actually have a problem. So preventatively or as a result of a mass that's sort of questionable, they'll just jump right to removing their ovaries. And what we've learned over time is there are long-term health implications of doing that. A higher risk of heart disease and osteoporosis, now Parkinson's disease, dementia. Women who have their ovaries removed before they've completed menopause have a higher risk of all of these diseases. Oh,
interesting. I didn't know that. Let's talk about the business a little bit and what investors should know. I mean, what makes you different than other companies in this sector?
Sure. Well, our tests are blood tests. They're very simple. We have 2 tests in the market now. One has been around since 2018. It's been ordered more than 80,000 times, so it's tried and true. So most important thing to know is that this is not new science and we are not a startup. We have revenue and we have a growth trajectory of more than 20% since I've been the CEO last year, and we're looking to accelerate that in the coming year as well. We also have a new test that we launched in December that's performing very well already. Early results are quite promising. That test has a much larger patient population. It's for mass monitoring, mass management. So we're looking to really help doctors and patients make decisions based on facts and data instead of fear. And AWH, which is our new technology, is really positioned to do that.
Yeah, you said it was a watch?
It's called AWH.
Oh, it's called AWH.
Yes, it's a blood test. Right now it's used in initial clinical assessment. Most masses are indeterminate. What that means is the doctor knows there's a mass there either through a physical exam or an ultrasound, but doesn't really know what they're dealing with. So this blood test will give the doctor, with 99% negative predictive value, a sense of how concerned they ought to be about this mass. So can they take a watchful waiting approach, or does this woman have a higher risk and therefore needs to go for additional clinical assessment?
Okay. How are you weathering this environment? I mean, there's talk of a recession, it keeps getting pushed off 6 months down the road. I mean, is that having any impact on your ability with the investors, raising money, capital?
Sure. Well, it's certainly very challenging times for anyone in the life sciences space. We have several advantages that others don't have, including a really solid long-term investor base, which I'm super proud of and value. But we have looked at how can we make sure that we're using our limited resources? And yes, that's money, but it's also about our time and attention as well. That we're pointed at the right things and we're positioning ourselves for growth. For me, I believe that it was an opportunity. Last year was a really important opportunity to take a step back and really rationalize how we were focusing. And we're heading into 2023, the rest of 2023, we're extremely excited. We've controlled our costs. We've prepared 2 new products for launch in 2023. This is a really exciting time to invest in Aspira because we're just about to really take off.
Yeah, okay, so you talked a little bit about your future. Any other ads or for the long term or?
Well, one of the things we did last year as part of this transformation was bring in a new management team. And when I was looking for people to join, I was looking for people who had demonstrated their ability to work through challenging economic environments, but more importantly, to do what we need to do and do it quickly. So everyone that we brought on, they took a look at the technology, they took a look at the opportunity, and now we're all sort of pointed in the right direction strategically. So bringing on that team was really important for us for facing the future.
Okay, well, thank you. Good luck. I mean, it's important work that you're doing, especially that earlier detection, which is going to be key to the future for so many women.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
Yep.